It's time to paint the Bratarootwo. I've extended the body, just like I said I was going to. I'll show you some details of how that works. And now it's time to paint it. So for this build, I thought there's only one way to go, and that's box art. So I'll bring the box over so you can have a closer look. So this is the Hoonigan Bratarootwo paint scheme. So let's mask it up and get going. Well, that was a bit easy. Maybe we need to rewind and take a closer look. So let's start by talking about the extended body. It's made up, as I said previously, from a second Brat polycarbonate body shell that I have cut up and filled an extra inch that I needed to do because it wasn't going to fit. It's a sad, sad day for the old Brat body shell. And I guess I've now got running repair spares for, you know, if I need a new front end or if I need a new windows and doors. Hey, I've got those for being able to make use of. So I appreciate you can't really see the body from over there. I'll bring the camera closer, show you this particular workmanship, I'll call it, for how it all fits together, and then we'll pull it apart and get it ready for paint. So there you go. It's quite a lot to get in frame, but you can more easily see from here. We've got that front Brat body shell. We've got a handful, sorry about the noise. We've got a handful of screws that go around the edge of joins here to mount a second Brat body onto the first one. And as I pull it apart, I'll show you the details of quite how that works. I undo 3 bolts here, 3 on the other side, and 3 running along an edge here. And that allows me to take that off, leaving me basically the original Brat body shell, more or less unmodified, except for the hole cut here for being able to clear the second gearbox. The second Brat body, well, that's all that's left of it. As you can see, the extension piece was made out of the hood or bonnet. So you can see the bonnet lines here underneath this top one, but they'll be hidden by the bed when completed. It will just be left with this tiny line here and at the top up here. And then the only other piece is a right angle on the front edge here to allow me to attach it to the back of the truck and really get it in the right position. So that gives me 3, 6 and 9 screws holding this extension onto the back of the other truck. And that's it. It's not great in terms of what you see here. There's nothing I can really do about that and still retain the overall length of the bed that I want. I could cut more of it away, but there's no way I can actually close this up without buying a third Brat body shell, and it doesn't really seem worth it for like 2 inches of bed. Next up, take these remaining screws out and give it a good wash, mask it up, and I'll join you back again when it's ready for paint. So here we are, all masked up. I've got multiple layers of masking going on. I do need to learn how to use brush on mask, or liquid mask, I suppose. But if I bring this over, you can see what we're aiming at. So first off, I'm going to go with black. So I've got window surrounds. I've got some black there that I need for the bonnet or hood. The bumpers and the front grille area is going to be black. So that's all ready to go. You can see on here on the bonnet and hood, you can see the extra diagonal stripes. That will be made clear in a little while. You'll see how that plays out. I'll see how that plays out. So I've got to remove some of that. Then I get to spray greys and whites on there. And then we get to play with the sides. Now, what I am going to do with this is I'm going to do exactly what you shouldn't do. I'm going black first, get that out of the way. But then I'm going to go in with the white. I'm going to do white for the rear deck here, and in actual fact I'm going to go white for around the windows, etc., and do the whole thing there. I was playing with the idea of the rear deck being black, and I think it would look best black, but I decided it's just too complicated. I guess I could cut away the protection film here and spray black on the outside, and that will give me a matte finish on it, but really this is a speedrun car. I'm going to stick a great big tower sticker on the back there. There may be other stickers for me to be able to put elsewhere. So we're going to meet some challenges when we come to do the stripes here, because I've masked these up as straight stripes. I'm going to cut in the detail work as we go. So hopefully I can peel my arrangement of tape in order and get something that vaguely works. I'm going to do a bunch of airbrushing with a hat on, even in this heat, and a camera on the top. So therefore you might be able to see a bit better what I'm doing close up. So we'll go with that as a plan. Here's my bits. Here's my expensive spray booth. Yes, I will get ventilation. Right now, the doors will be open, all that kind of thing. So don't worry too much about my worry a bit about my health. But we'll just crack on and get it all sprayed up. First of all, pump on, get some paints out. The first coat, and I kid you not, this stuff is touch dry, and I can already go around this a second time. I'll stop the video there for a moment and come back when I've finished the black. So that's the black done already. There's 3 coats, something like that. There's a couple of blowouts, so I will come around and clean those up before we go to the next phase, but everything is looking pretty good, pretty solid, strong black. You can see I've got this chunk on the bonnet. That'll become clear as time goes on. But otherwise, it's as I wanted, and it is all pretty clean, apart from some little bits. This one here, this window surround a bit, is the only one that really needs any work to it. Everything else is pretty good. So that one we'll do shortly. First of all, I want to remove some of the tape here from the hood, from the bonnet, and get going with that checker work. So from here you can see what's going on with that checker work. Now, it's supposed to look a bit like a, what do I mean, like a rug, like a fleece kind of thing, like a... Hopefully we get something that's a bit of a ghosting of these stripes. Only time will tell whether this actually works out. If I had a second airbrush, this would be great, because I'm going to back all the white with grey, a fairly heavy grey, because white's coming up next. But for doing all of the white, we're going to be taking most of this off. So come join me in a few minutes when I've taken this out and we're left ready to spray the white. Right, that's the masking peeled off. You can see the subtle that I've got there, that is actually grey, and it's a really, really light grey. So hopefully that gives us the effect we're looking for. We'll only find out once I'm painted. It's the first time I've tried doing something like that. So let's just see where it ends up, shall we? It's all come out quite cleanly. I've cleaned up the one window surround on this side, so that's looking much better. It's a good thing with airbrush paint is it's so thin, you don't even need to use paint killer or whatever. You can take a stick of whatever form, like a earbud, and just like gently rub it and move it away. I'm doing a bit unorthodox here because the next thing I'm going to do is paint up the white, and you should never paint white first, you should paint white last. But I'd much rather have myself some trouble with the white needing backing than having any of the stripe paint pinkify the white or whatever. I want it the other way around. I want the white down first, clear through, out the way, coat it accordingly, and then I'll do the stripes. And fingers crossed. So loads of white going on. My bottle's somewhere near half empty, so it's like, is that enough? Yeah, you'll be surprised. I will end up, for this much white, I'll end up going through a few cups of my airbrush, but it'll all be pretty good. I am getting through flow improver today, but it is brushing. It's all going on really, really nicely. So that is the white on. The bonnet hood has turned out pretty good. It's going to get a big Subaru sticker on the front here, so that'll help. but that's the kind of effect the real car looks like, so that's good. Now we've got to play with the stripes. I was in two minds whether or not to just go plain, get the color stripes on it, or whether we go with something a bit more exciting and try and cut some additional shapes into them. My wife said I have to cut the shapes. she said if you're going to do it properly. Well, I'm not going to do it properly, but I'll do something. So I'm going to peel off the bottom layer of this. The bottom layer mostly just gets painted as is. There's a bit of cut into the layer above, so I'll get on and do that. Wish me luck. Didn't film any of that. I got carried away. I peeled off my trimming, cut the extra shapes in, and painted. So there you see one of the notches in here, and there's some more to do. But I'm not going to be too precious about doing too many coats on this dark red, because the next thing to back it up with is bright red. So we're going to go red and then 2 oranges and a yellow at the top, so I can kind of just stagger them and finish up with another coat of white afterwards to back them. So you can see the same there. A couple of little flashes on here. The next stripe is a bit exciting because I have to take a notch in the other direction, so we have to be a bit careful to make sure we leave some behind, but that's okay. And yeah, it's all looking good. Oh, and there's one of the stripes on the top here. It's supposed to be rounded around I'm way off camera, aren't I? It's supposed to be rounded on the thing, but what am I going to do? I haven't got curving tape, so let's do this. I've got a badge to go in the middle there in some fashion, so onward and upward. Just to show you, basically, you see on there we've done some little nicks and twists and things like that, and you can just about see them. So those have been removed, and the same on the rear bed. So we'll paint the bright red now. Extra stripe ready on the bonnet, hood. Away we go. So there we have it, entirely painted. There's 5 different colours. The yellow and the first orange are very similar. You can see them up close. You probably can't see them on camera. But I've done that. I have backed it again in white after doing those, and that's what really brings out the colours on these stripes. So that's excellent. That's exactly what's needed. There's a few painting errors around the place. There's a little one just here. Lean out of the way. There's a little one just here. There are a few around. I think the one bumper on this side I knew was a problem. This one. So it's a bit rustic. I could clear that up and respray it black, but I can't be bothered. This is going to get torn up. So I'll take the window masks out. I will then peel off and we can enjoy the reveal. There are the window masks. And let's find an edge and start peeling. So that's it, out of paint. Stripes as planned. We've got some work going on the hood that kind of matches the original. We've got the fully extended deck. Striping could have lined up better on there. It is what it is. And a little bit of a paint issue to do with my extension. Don't worry, I'm going to crash it up enough. That's not going to bother me. I'm definitely getting Bigfoot vibes, if anyone knows. Bigfoot? No, not Bigfoot. Big Track vibes. But next up is to get some stickers on it. I've got my overview of the original Bratarootwo to be able to work from. I do have a full set of stickers that I've made up on my label printer. I do have some amount of original Brat stickers. So sticker up, next time you see it, we'll be finished. So there you have it. That is the Bratarootwo. Fingers crossed I've managed to take enough pictures outside to be able to put something into some B-roll. Fingers crossed you get to see some nicer picture of it. I'll do some in here, but it's under weird lighting. No running yet. I've got to go back and switch it all over to speedrun mode, put it on D-Boots Hoons, lower it down, set the shocks. There's still no oil in the shocks. I've got to put internal spacers on so I get the right height I'm looking for. And then I've got to get on and actually mount up all of the electrics properly, some battery mounts, that kind of stuff. At the moment, they were just taped in for the previous running video. Next time you see it, it'll be in slick tires, time to go fast. I guess this time next week will be the first speed run. Fingers crossed for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this truck.